Hi, I'm Dr. David Wank from Short Hills Design, and today we're going to keep going with our live SEO broadcast, and we're in the middle of our keyword research. So we're up to the point now where we have a ton of candidate keywords, which is great, because sometimes we don't get candidate keywords. And we've gone ahead and we looked and saw what we got from the clients list. We looked what we got from a tool called Merge Words, and we found some keyword volume. From there, we looked at competitors. So what I asked Chip, Dr. Payette, to do is to look at these keywords that we got from competitors. Now, one or two of the competitors is from what he told me, and other competitors are for what SEMrush suggested, because we might not know all our competitors. We might think we do, but we might not. So I asked him to eliminate the ones that we don't need. So here's Charlotte Dentistry, and here are other competitors. So what I asked him to do, again, is to come in here and put in pink any of the keywords that really don't matter to him. So what I'm going to do with these, I'm just going to get these out of the way. I don't want to get rid of them. I never like getting rid of keywords because you never know. And even again, he's never going to be Snow Dentistry Charlotte. You could delete that because he's never going to be Dr. Snow. That being said, I still want to have these keywords because it's just important to go back if we ever have to look. It does us no good to erase them. So I'm going to clean this page up and show you what it should look like, and then I'll be right back. And I'm back. So you can see I've eliminated all of the keywords in pink, and I have now a consolidated list of what are potential candidate keywords. At least these keywords are keywords. We might not use them all, but they're at least keywords that are relevant to what the client is doing. So let's go ahead and do the same thing for Dental Care Charlotte. Actually, that was an easy one. We can just do that right here like this. And let's move these up. Now that one's done. And again, notice how these all came from SEMrush. So the search volume is great. The search volume, so for all of these keywords, the search volume and the difficulty, the relative, again, it doesn't matter whether this is 90 and this is 480. And yeah, it does. But it's more important to show that, hey, well, relative to each other, braces and smile makeover are a 50 and 210 is teeth whitening. So teeth whitening is 4 times as many searches, let's say. Again, I'm not so worried about these specific numbers as I am about the ratios. And then competitor number 3, same thing here. Wisdom teeth Charlotte, let's get rid of those. And there are duplicates. You can see veneers comes up more than once, and we're going to take care of duplicates in a moment. And yes, this is a different color red, but that's okay. And so let me clean this one up. This is going to take a minute. I'll clean it up and then I'll be right back. So now that's done. So I've gone ahead now and I've removed all of the non-relevant or irrelevant keywords from the list. And now I have a consolidated list of candidate keywords. So here we have a master list, and I want to make sure that my master list, let's just make sure I update this sometimes. So let's just make sure here that on our master list, our columns line up. It's very important. Okay, good. And this is going to be here. Okay, so now I'm going to come ahead here and I'm just going to copy this good list here. And then we'll come do the same thing here. You can see a pattern while we're doing this. We should really get rid of this blank line. And then we'll get rid of the other blank line. And then over here. So we started with a lot of candidate keywords. Remember, in the very beginning, we had a lot of candidate keywords. We eliminated them down. We reduced them down to a smaller number. And then now we just did these, yes. So now we have then we added more keywords and then we narrowed it down again. Let's come here to master. Okay, so now we have, and I didn't add SEMrush there. Let's just do that. All right, so now what we have is a pretty good master list of keywords. We're going to see now which are the best ones for us. So what I want to do now that we have these keywords is let's save everything. And let's go ahead and let's now merge words. Here we have merge words. The ones that we had from merge words with volume were here. So we can actually put these in also, just for the heck of it, because I'm curious to see how it's all going to line up. Now notice, of course, that our volumes, the search volumes here are pretty inconsistent. They're not on the same scale as with our other numbers. Those are done in SEMrush. So let's just bring this over here. I'm okay with the cost per click number. The cost per click is this column. So let me bring this here. All right. And there we go. So now we have an idea of the numbers. So now let's just come here. We know this is Google Ads. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to remove, let's save this. I want to remove any duplicates from this list. So we'll come select our table where we have the duplicates. Technically, this is not a table as far as Excel is concerned, but that's fine. We'll come to data and we're going to remove the duplicates. That should be this one. Delete duplicate rows. And we're going to check. We just want to check. Let's unselect all. I just want the keyword column. Remove duplicates there, right? Because these are duplicates. I want to keep them. So I just want to delete the values that are duplicate on this side. Let's go there. 37 duplicate values found and removed. 75 unique ones remain. Excellent. So now we can come over here. And now let's go ahead. I do want to sort by the search volume. Largest to smallest to show you. And let's see. So again, these are skewed a little bit because of the numbers that you can see here. So we know what came from SEMrush and one came from Google Ads. And I see why that's important. So here we're starting to get an idea of what people are looking for. People are looking for implants. Again, I know it's not on the same, but that's fine. In Invisalign, but they're looking for, let's see, let's look at SEMrush, Charlotte Dentistry, Dentist Charlotte, North Carolina. Now you might tell me this is a no-brainer, but could have been Dentist Charlotte or Charlotte NC Dentist. People are looking for ortho, financing, dental implants. There we go. So now I have an idea of where implants are. Cosmetic dentistry, it's come up twice. Teeth whitening, cosmetic dentistry, implants, and gum care. I said because that does not sound like someone who's looking for implants. Looks like someone who's wants to learn how to clean their implants. It's a different intent. Invisalign headaches, CEREC, Ford. Okay, so now we're starting to get an idea. Implants are coming up again. Invisalign, crown. So we're not really getting whitening. So now we're getting an idea of where we are. Now we have an idea of what people are looking for. And you can see already it's starting to shape up. Now let's set these together in groups of keywords because it doesn't matter to me if Charlotte Dentistry is 4,400 and Best Dentist in Charlotte is 390. I need to now start grouping by what's the subject and what's their intent. Now that we see that we have some patterns, we're going to now officially group these keywords. I'm going to get rid of the position because that doesn't matter to us. And at least for now, this doesn't really matter because what's going to happen is we can always look back and see at any specifics of the keyword earlier on, so you don't need it right here. Okay, so dental implants. Now we're going to start picking colors, and we're going to color it based on the subject. So let's come over here to home, and let's make implants will be yellow. Let's find implants. So this is actually, we can do it like this. Or it could be implant. There it is, dental implants. Charlotte. All right, so let me highlight all the ones that are implant related and I'll be right back. Now I have my implant keywords highlighted. I'm going to go down and do Invisalign. And we'll just pick orange for Invisalign. See, Invisalign headaches, that's probably going to be a great blog post. So let me do Invisalign. I'm going to do a few more and then I'll come back and you'll see. Now to make grouping this a little bit easier, I went ahead and I sorted this by keyword. So now I'm going to come here again, do the same thing. Here we've got veneers, teeth whitening. So just at least this way, and I'm just picking random colors. I have no, doesn't matter to me what colors. Smile makeover dentistry. So we're just going ahead here and finding different colors. 6-month smiles. Root canal payment plan. It's the same thing. So let me go ahead now and just color these out, and then I will be back. Just here's an example of how much the braces cost. That's an ortho question. Just to show you, like, these are Charlotte related. Now, just because I have orthodontist Charlotte, but that keyword, I'm not giving it a Charlotte color because that's an ortho issue. That's not Charlotte. Here's also, this is near South Park Mall. These are location issues. So let me actually make these the same color. Location, same thing here. Now I've color coded where we are, and some of the colors might be slightly off because there are so many different subjects here that we're going to have some variation, and I'll just consolidate the colors. Just make it easier for now. So let me come here and select these. And let's put it into our master group list. Now, let me come back here. All right, so you can see I have some boxes set up. These colors really don't matter. I can actually clear these colors out. It's irrelevant. But I have these boxes set up because now I'm going to want to start lining up these groups. So let's just take veneers. You might tell me that's cosmetic, but let's just put veneers over here. This is teeth whitening. And I can always make these boxes bigger or smaller. I just have them here to try and make it fit. Where's, do I have a 3 spot? There we do. Good. Veneers, Invisalign. So I'm just going to group these. This is kind of one of those places that helps me be a dentist because I have an idea of where some of these things line up. Let's put these over here. So I'm going to finish this up and then I'll be right back. So now that I'm done, you'll take a look and see. We have some nice sorted lists here. Now we have keyword groups. So I have Charlotte. There's a lot about Charlotte, Invisalign, and I'm already starting to think about how I'm going to shape this. So veneers, that's an easy one. Go to the veneers page. Teeth whitening, you can see here, looks like teeth whitening has much higher search volume than bleaching, which means that when we do the whitening, we're going to probably just use a single page and have whitening. Could we use bleaching and use a blog post for that? Sure. But in terms of implementing the most, probably bang for the buck keywords, I would say whitening. Now, if we had no other keywords, sure, make a separate page about explaining bleaching versus whitening or a post. But in this case, we've got some good keywords, so we don't have to do that. Now, we do have some miscellaneous ones, and there's no point making but I don't know, for example, what this is. So I am going to move these, though, because I think that these are miscellaneous keywords that we can probably easily apply to a single page. So let's go ahead and move these out here. Move them to here. Don't want to do that. All right. Good. And then CEREC, I didn't move them, I copied them. Okay, so that's totally fine. Let me just get rid of that. Let's just move them to make it so to make sure we don't miss anything. So we're going to come over here and right over here, and we're just going to move these over. And then CEREC, that's important. See, now I don't remember, did CEREC come from SEMrush or did CEREC come from AdWords? I'll tell you now, just the fact that you have a decimal means it's AdWords, but neither here nor there. Let's just make this a unified color. And the reason I did that, the reason I'm going to a unified color now is because I have my groups set up already. If I didn't have groups yet, I have no way of knowing. I have no way of knowing if there are going to be more keywords for this. So I didn't want to do that. So let me just pick a light green here and have that for anything else, do we? I don't think so. No, great. Okay, and then dentures. We don't want to forget dentures. Put that there, and let's get a good color for dentures. And then we are ready to go. Make those blue. So let me clean this up, get rid of this color. Okay, so now that we have our, now we're looking good. And let's just label this dentures. Great. So now we're done. So what I am going to do is I am going to ask Chip, I'm going to ask the client what these are. This sounds to me like an office. It might have just slipped through. I don't know what these are. So I will certainly ask him about those. But now in the meantime, we've got groups of keywords. And our next step is going to be to go over these keywords with the client again, just to see which ones are the most important, if they make sense. And then we're going to look at the pages on his site. We're going to pick the top keywords that we're going to use. We're going to match these keywords up with the pages. And I can tell you right now, whitening is going to match with our whitening page, veneers with our veneers page, smile makeovers with our makeover page. And the great part about that is now I know that if we optimize our makeovers page for smile makeover Charlotte NC, we are really optimizing that page for the most searched keyword. Same thing here. You might tell me, well, I could have guessed teeth whitening Charlotte or teeth bleaching Charlotte, but you know what? You couldn't have. There's no way to know without looking whether that, and I'm a dentist too. There's no way of knowing that it was going to be teeth whitening is a much more popular search than teeth bleaching, which means guessing gets you 20, whitening gets you a heck of a lot more than that. So certainly we're going to use whitening as the keyword we're going to focus on that page. And here we have crowns. So we have some crown keywords, bridges. We might make affordable crowns into a blog post. So now we have a plan. We're going to go over these keywords with Chip. And then our next thing is going to be to, we're going to do our top 25 list where we take the top 25 keywords and we decide, let's put that here, and we decide what keywords we're going to match with which pages. Well, what about all the leftover keywords? Yeah, there are going to be leftover keywords. I'm telling you now, teeth bleaching Charlotte's going to be left out. But when we're done, these are long tail keywords. So when we're done, as opposed to, for example, veneers. Veneers is a very broad keyword, and good luck ranking for that. whereas teeth bleaching Charlotte is a long tail keyword, and that's going to give us some more, fewer searches. But if you have, teeth bleaching Charlotte, that's 20, you rank for that. Affordable crown Charlotte. If these are all blog posts, cost of braces, yeah, they might only be 20, unit volumes each, but in the aggregate, those add up. So with these quote unquote extra keywords, what we do is you can start blogging with those or do other things, but at least it gives you an idea of what to blog about and what to think about, and not just writing things at random. But of course, if you don't have data, writing at random is better than no writing at all. Think about my office last week. Probably had 4 or 5 patients who had sensitivity, and turns out it's recession. So that's a great article because I deal with it every single day. So the next thing we're going to do is group into our top 25 based on the need for the subject. We might need Charlotte more than we need veneers, but the need for the subject and the volume. That's next.